I'm looking to see how many people are out here on my live. Getting my own live up. Hi, everyone. Let me know in the comments. All right, here we go. I see Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. All right, there we go. Now you guys are seeing me, you know, my hair is semi-dry. I just went and took a shower not too long ago. And so it is, you know what I've noticed? My hair used to be very, very kinky curly. It used to be. It's not so much anymore, but it used to be. And as I get older, it's starting to straighten out. It's getting way much easier to straighten out. But when I was younger and all the way up until about maybe 3 or 4 years ago, my hair was afro kinky curly. I don't know what happened, but let's have some coffee, everyone. Mm-hmm. And wait till everyone gets in here. All right, so I've got the chat up in a big screen over here so I could take my reading glasses off. And I can see how many people are in here. We got 10 people in here, y'all. All right, y'all, let me know. Say hello in the chat. Please, say hello in the chat. It lets me know that you're here. And yes, I'm in a day for myself. I didn't do any filming. I did a day for myself and I stayed in my house coat. I did. I stayed in my house coat. I'm preparing for tomorrow, but I want to make sure I get a lot of people. I get, you know, everybody in here that wants to come in before I start talking about the events that are coming up this next week. All right, we got 13 people in here. Y'all say hello. Oh, Dottie, hi. Hi, Dottie. I see you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And if you want to chat with me, hit the subscribe button. And you have to wait 10 minutes to chat with me. I am getting ready for the month of December, and I'm making some changes in the way in which I do things, okay? And the reason, part of the reason is because part of the reason is because that I am, like I am organizing myself. That's what I've been working on, and progressively I'm getting there, okay? Um, Making it more like work than it is for fun, okay? And I'm doing that because when I was working before I retired, I was extremely organized. And after I retired 2 years ago, I kind of just like, I was tired of everything, okay? And so I'm starting to, you guys, y'all are seeing me on video, starting to get myself a little bit organized, get myself a little bit more active and more like I used to be before I retired. Before I was, retired, I was like, I was going, I was moving, I was doing things, okay? And yeah, for 2 years, I haven't been doing much of anything. And so it's time for me to get myself back to where I was before I retired. And so um, I'm working on it. Okay, Bert, it's cold here in Florida tonight. You look warm. I am warm. It is 62 degrees outside right now, according to my computer location. It's 62 degrees. I don't technically have um, like the degrees that's right outside my house right now, but according to the weather here in this area, um, it's 62 degrees. It's been colder the last few days. And that's why I was really grateful. If you saw in my videos, you saw that I got the sweaters and the shirts for Chico. And I was really glad I got them right on time because um, it was um, it had just gotten cold at the time that I got the gifts, okay, of clothes. And so I did have a set of pajamas for him that I picked up at PetSmart for him, and the pajamas were an extra small. Um, so the um, okay, all right, Stephanie. The pajamas were an extra small, but when I got the t-shirts, the shirts that are extra small, he's not going to be able to wear this more than this season. These shirts are going to be one season shirt for him. And the reason is because they fit him, but they fit him really snug. Okay. It's not like choking him snug, okay? But he's a growing puppy, so he is going to he's only going to be able to wear these one season. Now, one of my viewers suggested that I hit like garage sales and things like that and look for baby clothes for him. And I thought, that's a good idea. Like baby t-shirts. That's a good idea. I might try to do that and see if I can find some baby t-shirts maybe for him and see if they fit. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that. I also wanted to let you know that tomorrow he's going to the vet for his second visit. The vet wanted to see him this month, and his medicine is given to me once a month. And so I wanted to she gets fuzzy. Okay, a very small dog. I'm not sure Chico is going to be a very small dog. Okay, I'm not sure. Because, like I said, the extra small shirts that I got for him, let me see if I can find one for you. I think I put them all in the one that I had up here. I think I put it in the laundry because I took it off of him. But they are the extra small one, and they were a little small and snug on him, so he won't be able to wear those for more than one season. So really, I guess it's really the way that it's made, I guess. And so anyway, so let's have some coffee, all right? Now, I do want to let you know that's going on. I did not make any plans for meals this last week. Generally, you know that I get, well, I take that back. No, I didn't. I skipped a whole week of no planning. But I didn't. See, I skipped a week and a half, really, all right, of no planning for my meals. And part of the reason is because I had, like, come on, it's Thanksgiving. I was having I had family, okay? And so I was working with family, dealing with family, and trying to film on top of it without getting them on camera. And so I was otherwise occupied, okay? And friends as well. I had friends that I was doing activities with, so I was busy. And then we had also um, things at the senior center that I was doing as well. I've gotten actively involved in the center right now, and so I'm really enjoying it. Bingo and potlucks and things like that, and I'm really enjoying that. Plus the exercise class twice a week. I am going to push myself this year, starting this December. I'm going to push myself to do 3 times a week. And what I'm going to do is make sure that the way that I did it when I was working is that I had my hours scheduled every day. And so that's what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be scheduling my hours every day. And that way I stay on a schedule. Hello, Jake. How are you? It's good to see you. So that's what I'm working on myself, is getting a daily schedule out for myself. It helps when I have one. It helps me keep on track. Another thing that I wanted to go over with you is what I have planned for the month of December. Some of you have been asking me for Temu hauls, okay? I do have Temu bags in my living room sitting right now. One of them was a Temu package that I'm going to be opening up tomorrow on a video. And hello, Grandma Teresa. And I'm going to be opening it up, but it is a Thanksgiving bag. And the reason I did not open it up before is because these items, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you what I got, and then it's going straight into my storage. And the reason is because I replaced all of my Halloween and a lot of my Thanksgiving decorations with new stuff from Temu. And I paid for it, so it wasn't something that that was sponsored. All right. And then I'm going to also open up some Christmas items that Christmas is coming up. So this next week I'm going to be filming and releasing extra videos for you guys on Temu Christmas stuff. All right. And through the whole month of December, I'm going to be featuring different items that are Christmas or items that I have already purchased, and show you how I'm going to use them. So we have those coming up. I'm hoping I'll do better next year. I didn't plan ahead is what I didn't do this year, but I'll get better at it. Okay, this is all new for me. Creating content for you guys is all new for me, and so I enjoy doing it. I do it like I'm not very I'm getting good at it, all right, but I'm learning along the way, and you guys are just coming along with me. I want to say hello to Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. And Michael. How are you doing, Michael? Let me see. Is there anything else? I am looking at also for the month of December. I am looking at doing a much better job of creating, doing cooking videos for you guys every day on my eating plan, creating food that is I'm able to have on my eating plan, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. Michael says, with your red robe and hair, you could play a real life Mrs. Claus. I probably could. I probably could. I'm going to be honest with you. In my youth, I did play Mrs. Claus. I did. It was one of the things that I enjoyed doing is playing Mrs. Claus, and I wore this hair wig. Okay. Let's have some coffee. Mm. So I'm going to get better at making kind of Christmas meal things ahead of time in this month of December. And I'm going to, how do I do it? I'm going to precurse these videos early. And hopefully what I'll do is by the time I get to Christmas, these items will be like stored in my freezer or prepared ahead of time before Christmas for events, because I do have events coming up in Christmas. I do have I don't want to dox myself, so I'm going to pull this calendar out and put it down way down here so you can't see it. I do have in the month of December, I do have a Christmas party to go to, a potluck bingo. A build a burger bingo. All right. So I do have some things that I have scheduled for myself to do. And so I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, so I'll be making one dish for the senior center that is going to be keto friendly. I have plans for that. And I'm going to be going to a build a burger bingo where I turn the burgers that they have there into a hamburger salad. And so I show you how I can do an out potluck and still remain on my eating program. Okay. And so I am looking forward to that. All right. I'm sorry about that. I got a notification from somebody, and so you heard the notification. I need to mute that before I go live. I shouldn't be getting notifications. But anyway, it is what it is. Okay, it's life. All right. I also want to take a look at some other recipes that I can do. Like my plan. Remember, I got the turkey free when I bought the ham. And I had planned to go and see if I can pick up some frozen turkeys really, really cheap from the grocery store, because this is the time, people. If you guys don't know and you want to pick up an extra turkey, the day after Thanksgiving and the next few days after Thanksgiving, they're trying to get rid of those turkeys. And so they will mark them down and get them out of their stores. So that is the time to buy turkeys if you enjoy turkey meat year round, which I do. And I had planned to go and see if I could find a turkey that was real cheap. But to be honest, I've been busy. All right, I've been really busy with preparing other things. So, and visiting with my family and things like that. And so, it's been, yeah. I didn't get to it, but that's okay. Remember, I already got one free turkey this year. Okay, so I'm good with it. I'm good with it. And and I'll be eating off of that turkey and then packaging up the rest of the meat to be frozen and used in different items throughout the winter. And so, anyway, so are there any questions? I've been speaking for about 18 minutes now. Um, are there any questions you guys have for me? I'll be looking at the chat to see if there's any questions while I am looking through some of the recipes that I have printed off that I'll be looking to do. Okay. This one is the pumpkin, what is it called? Pumpkin cream cheese minute muffins. I'm going to do that for breakfast tomorrow. And we're going to see how it goes. One of the things that I'm going to be doing in the next few days is the broccoli cheddar soup again. I love this recipe so much that I got the broccoli to do it. So I'll be doing that. Another item that I absolutely loved, and you guys saw it on my videos, is the sausage gravy. Now this one is the one that I'm going to try next. And the reason is because it's a slightly different recipe than the one I did. And it's going to have more gravy to it. And so I'm looking forward to that. In this one, this is the one I made right here. And I put that one on the video that I released for you. So just go and look at my videos for sausage gravy. And you'll find the recipe for this one minus the cheddar, minus the biscuits. I plan on making the biscuits soon. And so I'm looking forward to doing a few items for the Christmas holidays. One of the items that I want to do as well is a charcuterie board, because as you know from my video from last year, I really and truly enjoyed having a charcuterie board in my house to munch on and snack on in the evenings. And so that's what I want to do, is I want to create one myself that is keto friendly, I guess you would call it. It's on my eating plan. And so a lot of people are asking me if I'm on a keto diet, and the answer to that is yes and no. Okay. I can't have keto things. There are some things on the keto diet that I can't have. All right. So I do use a lot of the things on the keto diet, but there are some things on the keto diet that I cannot have. So, and there are some things that is now on a list that I was given that I can have, but I'm afraid to have it because I'm afraid I'll drop out of ketosis. And by the way, yesterday I dropped out of ketosis. So I've been out of ketosis, well, 2 days out of the whole time that I've been on this new eating program. I dropped out of ketosis 2 days. I'm back today into ketosis. And they told me that this would happen, and that more than likely it happens during the holidays. Because, you know, we enjoy things we shouldn't, and we don't count our carbs as much. And so, and that's what's happened to me, is that I'm not counting my carbs as much. And so I dropped out of ketosis yesterday. So I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to punish myself or get angry at myself and stuff like that, because to be honest, I enjoyed my friends and family during the holidays. So, you know, you have to weigh it, okay? And the question was it worth it for that little sliver of chocolate cake? Yeah, it was. Okay. It was worth it. I had me a small sliver of chocolate cake. All right, I don't see any questions from you guys. Um, what are you guys' plans for Christmas? Okay, that would be something that I would be curious about because I share my stuff with you, and so I would be curious to know what your plans are for Christmas. Um, I right now I don't have any plans for Christmas, but I do know that family members will be here for Christmas. Um, yeah, family members will be here for Christmas. And so I'm looking forward to it and excited about it. Which family members, I don't know. But we'll see who shows up. They always do. They show up. Did I feel different, Dottie? And the answer to that is yes, I did. And it was, I felt run down and tired. Like I didn't want to do anything. And so I don't like days like that where I feel run down and tired and don't want to do anything. And on top of it, my my ankles swelled up. All right, so my ankles went right back up. That is telling me that the carbs literally are attacking my body. When things swell up like they shouldn't, there's a problem. All right, and so yes, I did feel it the next day. Um, the 2 days that I was out of ketosis, those 2 days were the days that I felt it. And so, was my blood sugar really, really high? And the answer to that is no. That's the very first thing that I did when I came home after enjoying my evening with friends and with family, is that I checked my blood sugar. And was it high? Yes. Was it terribly high? No. It was not off the charts high. So I was all right. Um, yes, Cheryl. Okay. I do know, I have the knowledge now and went through all the courses and everything on it. And now I know how to get myself back there. And so, yes, I do. Um, I'm looking at a few other items that I want to do for Christmas that I did not do for Thanksgiving, and that is making desserts that are keto friendly, that are on my eating plan. And one of them is I'm really interested in it because it's one of my favorites, and it's pecan pie. And so I'm going to look forward to making a pecan pie that is on my eating plan. I'm going to look forward to making that. That's one of my goals for Christmas, that I could cook up ahead of time and um, and freeze it and maybe take it to an event. All right, or um, save it for the day I decide to cook Christmas dinner um, for you guys. I'm going to do it ahead of time this time. Remember, I did Thanksgiving the day after Thanksgiving, and to be honest with you, I wasn't feeling too well that day. And so I did not get all of the things that I wanted to get done. I did not get it all done. And part of the reason is because I knew I had to cook that turkey because um, it was thawed out in my refrigerator. So I needed to get it cooked. All right. The second thing is that the kale, I needed to get the kale cooked up because I purchased that kale and I had the ham bone out that was defrosted from the freezer. And so I needed to get that taken care of. And so I wanted to make sure that I use up the things that I cook from, that I put into my freezer um, from previous um, thinking myself, like when I made the ham and cut it up and cut it off the bone and everything. And another thing that I need to do also is I have that rest of that turkey meat in the refrigerator right now. And that turkey carcass is not going to waste, people. I'm going to take that turkey carcass and it's going to go into my slow cooker for 24 hours. And then I'm going to can up the turkey broth that I make out of it. And so I'm looking forward to doing that. Um, and so that's going to be one of the things that I'm looking forward to doing with you guys. Every turkey carcass that I get my hands on, I turn around and turn it into um, I turn around and turn it into a broth that I can put on my shelf and use, so I don't have to buy chicken broth and beef broth and that kind of stuff. Any bones that I get my hands on, I turn it into a broth, just like the ham bone for my kale. Does kale taste like collards? No, it doesn't. According to me and my taste buds, no. I don't like collards, but I do like kale. And I turned kale into a soup. And you saw the way I made the kale soup. I took it and elevated it today off camera. So I'm going to tell you in this live what I did to it. I took it back out of the refrigerator, heated it back up because the kale that I got from um, the kale that I got from the freezer section at Walmart had stems in it. And so my first bowl of it, it didn't have any stems in it. But the second bowl that I had, it had too many stems in it. And so what I ended up doing is that I took it and back out of the refrigerator today, and it's sitting right now in my kitchen on one of the burners, because when I get done here, I'm going to be eating my dinner. Um, and I let it cook for a little bit longer today. I added onions, garlic, and some Cajun seasoning into it, and kind of elevated the level of flavor into the broth itself. The broth is spot on, but the reason I did this is because I was going to blend it up. And I took out my stick blender and I blended it all up and made it into a kale soup. And remember, I've made soup before out of kale, but I used the bouillon cubes and I didn't like it. I couldn't eat it. And the reason is because for some reason I cannot consume a lot of bouillon cube stuff, all right? And so I like it for flavoring. Don't get me wrong, I like it for flavoring. But I can't like make a cup of bouillon and drink it. I can make a couple of broth and make it, but not the bouillon. It turns my stomach. And um so I can't make a soup out of it either. In previous videos, I could like cook noodles in it and eat the noodles, but I couldn't drink the broth. Does that make sense? So I can use it for flavoring. But what I can't do is just drink the broth itself. I can't. So in my opinion, kale does not taste like collards. It's a much milder green. Do you cook it the same way? Yes. You cook it pretty much the same way as collards. In my opinion, you can do it that way. I've sauteed it and eaten it that way. But what I did with the sauteed one is I only did the leaves. I did not do the stems. Those stems can be really tough, and you have to really cook them up. Like you have to let them go for hours, okay, to cook them down and make. So when you buy, best to buy it fresh and take the stem out, okay? I have never bought frozen kale before, so it was my first time. And I thought, oh, I'll just buy it frozen and it'll be much easier to, you know, to make a soup out of. And then, uh-oh, know that frozen kale sometimes will have stems in it. All right. And so the way I fix that is to cook it until it is just mush, and then I blend it up and make it into a blended soup. That's how I dealt with it. All right. We've been going on. I've been going on for 30 minutes. Do you guys have any questions for me? Any more questions for me? Um, Tomorrow's Monday, and like I said, very first thing off the bat tomorrow morning is I've got to get up and get dressed. Chico got a bath today um, because he's going to the vet tomorrow. Okay. And y'all know that Chico gets car sick. So this is one of the things that I am going to have to kind of figure out for him is how am I going to take him to the vet um, and prevent him from vomiting in my car. Because y'all saw it on video. Y'all saw me while I was videoing, and he had gotten sick in the car. Now I cleaned it up, of course. I took him inside. I made sure that I washed his face off and everything and got him in his kennel so he can calm his stomach down. And then I went outside and I pulled everything out. The good thing is it was on the rubber mat, okay? So I pulled it all out and sprayed it down with a water hose. That's what I did, all right? I have the patience of Job in the Bible. I don't think so. I really don't. Oh, thank you, Mac. I appreciate that. Um, anyway, so I'm hoping that Chico doesn't get sick. I'm going to let the vet know tomorrow while I'm there that he gets car sick. So that maybe while I'm there, they can give him something to prevent him from getting sick on his way home. Okay, I'm hoping. But he's gotten sick twice in my car. And so I'm not taking him in the car unless it's absolutely necessary from now on. Because, you know, my other dog, Spice, loved to go in the car. He loved it. He loved going places. Chico doesn't like it at all. So there's a difference in personalities in your pets. I also had this week a kitten come up to me with Chico and rub up on my leg, and they came from underneath my house. And so there's a kitten outside my house that is bedding down underneath my house at night. That is a feral cat that is actually coming around Chico, and it's a kitten, so it's young just like Chico. And so we'll see, you know, if it ends up staying or not. Okay, but it's a feral cat, so that means that if Chico and it gets along, I may adopt a cat. I don't know. It's getting food and water from, you know, neighbors who really enjoy the cats in the neighborhood and take care of it. And so I'm not worried that it's not, quote, taken care of, because it is. It's just, I don't know if I want a cat in the house. I don't know if I want to deal with the litter box and all that stuff. I've had cats. I've had them. And that means that I've got to, you know, find a spot for a litter box and all that. And then who knows, Chico likes, there's something about dogs, people. There's something about dogs. Dogs like to, I don't know why, but they like to eat cat feces. I do not know why. I have talked to my vet about it. My vet said it's very common. Very common. And both my pets have done that. Chico is like that too. And it's like, I have to teach him not to do that. That's what got Spice sick. Spice got sick from doing that. And so I have to, Chico, no. I don't know why they do that. Anyway, let's have some coffee. Mm. Y'all haven't told me what you're doing for Christmas. I'm really excited. We have 15 people in here. What are y'all doing for Christmas? This is a Q&A. It's a time for us to talk. And so I need some feedback from y'all in the chat. Okay? The more you guys chat, the better off it is for my algorithm. So that's why I'm asking you guys questions and getting you involved. What are you guys doing for Christmas? Do y'all have your Christmas trees up yet? It's December 1st. I'm waiting for answers. You're doing nothing for Christmas, Dottie? Christmas is my favorite time of the year. And even if I was by myself, I would do something for myself. It's for myself, okay? This is the time of year when I can do things for myself, okay? I know we're supposed to be given to others, but when I got older and my kids are grown, and now they have their kids that are going into adulthood, all right? They're like, no, no, okay? So, hey, okay. The only thing that they enjoy from me these days is, and these are kids that have been in and out of my house. They're not my real, like I didn't give birth to them, okay? But the kids that I have had in and out of my house throughout the years, all right? The only thing that they still look forward to every year is Christmas stockings. And let me tell you something. I put things like, to this day, toothbrushes, toothpaste. I put their favorite chocolate in there. I put an apple, an orange, a banana. What else do I put in there? Deodorant. I have done that. They still look forward to those Christmas stockings. Don't ask me why, but they did. Even their kids still look forward to it, but they're telling me not to do that anymore, okay? Because they've got tons of Christmas stockings. They don't bring back their stockings, so guess what? I had to go down to the Dollar Tree and get brand new stockings every year. Then do the glue and write their names on it. Then do the glitter and knock it off, okay? In their favorite colors. Every year, I did it. All the way through their childhood. Well, no, not in their childhood. I made one and reused it every year. But when they became adults and moved out of the house and they became independent, all right, they wouldn't bring me back the stockings. And so I would have to make it every year. And so this year, they're okay with me not doing that, okay? I love doing it, but that's all right. That's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on doing things for you guys for Christmas and enjoying my creative side. And let me show you another thing. Here's another thing that I like doing. Hold on, let me get it out. I'm going to get it out for you guys so you guys can see. All right, this is embroidery. I love doing embroidery. It's one of my favorite things to do. And so I might get back into doing some embroidery and incorporate that into everyday video. Like I'm going to set aside 30 minutes to an hour to do some embroidery every day and enjoy that. I also enjoy, I do believe this is it, diamond art. That's what this is. This was a gift given to me last year for Christmas. And so I haven't gotten out and done my diamond art. So these are things that I'm going to get into and doing it more and more. Another thing that I do is I have it on the shelf back there. But guys, y'all gonna think this is funny, but it is me, okay? I enjoy my light bright. Every year for Christmas, I pull my light bright out and I do a picture or two because I enjoy doing that. It's my my artistic brain. I love doing that. Another thing I like doing is coloring books. I love coloring in coloring books. And so these are things that I might be getting out, and these are things that I might be getting out and doing a little bit of, and just not like filming myself for an hour doing it, okay? But maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Like, this is what I'm doing for the next hour and showing you guys the before and after so you can see the progress of it. All right? Who knows? But I'm going to get into doing my creative stuff, all right, this Christmas. And Dottie, I'm so sorry that you're in the middle of getting dental work and you're in a lot of pain. Have you talked to your dentist about the pain? All right? That's what I'm asking, okay? Because I've been there, Dottie. I know. All right? I've had seasons of this, all right? And so yeah, I've had seasons of it. And so I understand more than you know. All right, we are 45 minutes into this live, 47 minutes into this live. And yes, Cheryl. And so I'm thinking, I do see videos out on YouTube of people doing diamond paintings and people doing embroidery. And I'm like, I enjoy doing embroidery. I enjoy doing diamond paintings. And so I'm just gonna spend, just a little bit of time of before and after and show you some progress in each piece of my artwork. I grew up doing embroidery. That was one of the things my mom did for us as children, is that we took it a step further. We didn't have kits like this. No. My mom took it a step further. She bought the iron-on and she bought the white pillowcases and the tablecloths. She bought the white tablecloths, and we ironed on the pattern to the pillowcases and the tablecloths and the sheets. We did the white sheets as well, and we ironed the patterns on that we wanted and embroidered them. We did, we had them all the time I was a kid. And we did dishcloths as well. We did dishcloths as well. And so here's what my mom did. Y'all gonna think this is crazy. But my mom went and bought baby diapers, the washable baby diapers, and she turned those into dishcloths by ironing on the embroidery thing and embroidering them. She turned fresh, clean, of course, brand new baby diapers into dishcloths. And we use them a lot. Why? Because they're absorbent. And once you put that pattern on it and embroidery it, you really can't tell that it's a repurposed baby diaper. No, it's not repurposed. It was brand new. But you can get like a dozen of them back then for quite a reasonable price. I don't know what they are today, but about Chico's car sickness. Maybe don't feed him before the ride. And that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, Cheryl, is that I'm going to schedule his doctor's appointments early in the day, and he's not getting anything to eat before we go. All right, he's not. And so, and I'm not gonna like take him other places. We're gonna go right over there to the vet, and we're gonna come right home, and that's it. And I'm gonna get him out of the car as quick as I possibly can. So if he gets sick, it's outside. Okay, it's not in the car. Okay. And so from now on, that's what I'm going to do, because he's a puppy. And so at some point, the vet is going to tell me um, that he needs to be fixed at some point. The question I have is, he's a male dog, so I don't have to worry about him, quote, getting pregnant. All right. Do I want to go and do the surgery and get him fixed or not? That's the question. I don't plan on breeding him. And yes, I am also, Cheryl. We grew up doing that. Now, I can sew, but it's not, my hands are dry. So I'm going to go ahead and put some lotion on it. I can sew, but I'm not really good at the sewing. All right, I can crochet. I tried to learn how to knit, not very good at it. So, but I can crochet. That's one thing I can do. And I know how to quilt too. My mom was an avid quilter, and she taught us all how to quilt, and all of us girls anyway. And my brother, I had a brother that could knit, that could crochet, and could quilt and sew. I had a brother that loved it. He absolutely loved doing that stuff. And throughout his life, he was a special adult, know that. And throughout his life, that's how he earned a living, is that he made the most intricate and gorgeous crocheting blankets and throws and quilting, and did quilts. And he would just use scraps that people were throwing away, scraps of fabric. And he would go down and get, like at the fabric shops and stuff like that, he would go and ask them, can you like hold on to the ends and the scraps for me? And they would oftentimes give them to him because they couldn't sell them because there wasn't enough. And so they couldn't sell it even as scraps, but they knew that he could cut it into squares and make quilts out of it. And so that's what he did, and he turned around and he made quite a bit of money on some of those quilts and things like that. And so I was checking Chico. Chico was making noises in his sleep. All right. But yeah, we did that in our house. That was something that my mom always taught us to do. All right. Are there any more questions that you guys have for me? We've been going for about 53 minutes. We did make it an hour. We did. Are there any questions you guys have for me? I did have somebody ask me what lotions that I use on my skin. And I use the, let me see, for the most part. And this is, my family has known for years that this is my favorite. It is Bath and Body Works. All right. And I really don't care about the scent as long as it's the shea butter formula. And so I've been using this for years. Okay. Now my favorite scent, if they know that my favorite scent is the Japanese cherry blossom, and I like the bath wash as well as the lotion. All right. And so my family knows that, so they get it for me for Christmas and my birthday and things like that. Chico is barking in his sleep. And so Anyway, so I get these on clearance, people. I get these on clearance, and I really don't care what scent it is. All right, I really don't care. And I put it on my feet twice a day, in the morning and at night. And you can see throughout the day, I put this lotion on my hands all the time, because I use, um, I use like, you see me washing my hands in the kitchen constantly, and so that dries my skin out like it's split and bled dries out. Especially during COVID, it was like that. And so I happened to catch a good bargain online for a bunch of these for clearance that was like $2 a bottle, which, if you know anything about uh, Bath and Body Works, you know that these run about $6 to $7 a bottle. And I think I got these for like $2 a bottle. And I happened to have Christmas money from my family that they gave me Christmas money. And so I turned around and bought me a whole bunch of these. Okay. And when I say a whole bunch, I mean the whole case. They sent me a whole big case of it. And so for the last 5 or 6 years, I haven't needed to buy any of this because I stocked up when I caught it at 70, 75% off. I didn't care what the scent looked like. Okay. All right. I'm going to let you guys go. It's been a blessing to see each and every one of you. I have absolutely had a blessed evening with you guys, sitting here in my robe, my house robe, and enjoying my Thanksgiving weekend. And and I want to thank you for being here. And but above all, I want you to be blessed, because you guys bless me each and every day. Please make sure you go down to the comments section and you write comments down there. Each and every comment counts. Each and every chat counts on the side. It all makes a difference. And share, share, share. Okay? Doing all of that for me doesn't cost you a thing. And believe it or not, it helps. It helps more than you know. All right, I'm going to head out. You guys have a blessed evening. And I am so glad that you guys showed up and enjoyed being with me this evening. And I love this community that we have together. It's amazing. And I read each and every one of your comments. I do. All right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. I have a video already ready to go into queue for tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I got to figure out how to stop this. Oh, there. I remember now.